Hello and welcome to Sports Update on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashemi. Let's go straight to Egypt, where we have about 22 selected coaches, and we also have Nigerian coaches where they are having the handball training, the trainer course that is ongoing for about 22 selected coaches that are attending this course, and that training will end sometime next month, and that is in October. But we are lucky that we have Nigerians among these 22 coaches that is taking part in this train the trainer course, where after all they will come back and use their wealth of experience and what they've learned to train the players, and new innovation in the sports, new rules, new skills that has been invented in the sport. That is what it is all about, and it has been tagged the C and D license in Cairo. So if you are attending this particular coaching course, you are going to have the certificate titled C and D. And D, like I said, the Confederation of African Handball is the one that actually put up this together in Cairo for about 22 selected coaches. Nigerian coaches are among, like I said, taking part in this course. The countries that are involved, we have Algeria, Angola, Benin Republic, Cameroon, Côte d'Ivoire, Djibouti, Egypt, Guinea, Libya, Morocco, Nigeria, Rwanda, and Tunisia, Uganda, and Zimbabwe. Abba Michael from Plateau is joining us on the show this evening. Now we have about selected 22 coaches from these countries that I just mentioned, and Nigeria is lucky to be, not lucky, Nigeria actually have what it takes to be among these coaches, having this training put together by the African handball body for these selected 22 coaches.
Being at the receiving end when it comes to opportunity. First time we are being considered. I mean, we need to secure this C&D licensing.
Okay, we are still having okay, good one for them that we are having these about 22 coaches and Nigerian coach among them having this course in Cairo, Egypt, and is a good one, because when they come back from Cairo, they will have to come and teach the players what they've learned and put this to practice and put this to work. Let's not forget that our under 18 women and just won the ticket to the IHF World Cup event that will be coming up later in the year, and our under 18 women winning bronze at the Africa under 18 Women's Handball Championship in Tunisia. Precisely, it happened in Monastir in Tunisia, and they came third in that event, beating Angola 28-24 in the third place match. And these ladies, right now, these coaches will come back and come and teach these young lads what they've learned in that course that is happening in Cairo. The whole thing will climax in October. And for Nigerian coaches, congratulations and kudos to Sam Ocheho for actually doing well with the Handball Federation of Nigeria. Okay, let's leave that story and talk about NPFL, Nigerian Premier Football League, as it's called now, because we now have a new name for Nigerian League, but they said come 30th of September, our league will be kicking off. That is the date that has been confirmed for the kickoff of the league. We know our league has not started since it ended the last time out in the average league. But now the organizers has confirmed that 30th of September will be the kickoff date for the NPFL. But away from that, now they are concerned about the officiating of the game, and that is why they have come out, coming from Davison Owumi, that the coordinator, that they are going to be having secret assessor. You know, in Europe, we have, in the Champions League, there was something they introduced before the VAR came in, You have one assistant referee behind the post. You have about two, just like that. Maybe when a penalty is going on, a game is going on, this referee will be behind the post watching what the goalkeeper is doing, the movement of the goalkeeper, the player, and what have you. And now also the NPFL has adopted that style by having secret assessor. Now secret assessor will be sent around to match venues to watch the officiating of the game. Where there is any hanky-panky, where there is anything going wrong, they will have to come back and then give report that this and this went down or went wrong with this game. And it's a good one. It's a welcome development that we are having this secret assessor. Okay, Alba Michael, let's have you back on the show right now, where the MPFA has adopted a style where we would have a secret assessor at the various match venues.
Welcome development. It will curb corruption. I mean, these are elected and will be trusted. Intelligence gathering, the integrity of the Nigerian referees. This will curb intimidation a great deal.
Okay.
Consider coaches for African tournament.
Okay.
The referees will be considered.
Okay, referee will be considered
brought
because
into fruition.
there are a lot of events lined up for the MPFL, where we have the player of the month, the coach of the month. A lot has been, innovation has been integrated into the MPFL, and we'll also be assessing the referee to see some of those referees at the end of the season, how well they've done from the how well they've officiated the league, and then how well they've gone with the officiating of all matches they are involved in. Okay, let's leave that story and go straight to the CAF champions, the CAF Confederations Cup, where we only have Bendel Insurance represent. Okay, Bendel Insurance and Rivers United are still in it. So now Bendel Insurance have a date with Raja Casablanca of Morocco. They landed in that country last night to take on Raja Casablanca. Well, let's not forget that the first leg ended 1-1 at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin City. Now, this is the second North African team they will be taking on, because the first one was against the Axel Cherif of Tunisia, which they qualified through penalties after the second leg ended 1-1 in Algeria. Now they will be taking on RS Benin of Morocco in this game, and we know that this team, they are the defending champions of the CAF Confederations Cup, defending champions. We were able to beat them. It ended 1-1, I beg your pardon, in Benin City, and now Bendel Insurance will be looking for a goal to cancel out, because we know we still operate the away goal rule in Africa. Now Bendel Insurance need to beat RS Benin in Morocco, or else they are out. And if it ended on a goalless affair, Bendel Insurance is out. The only thing Bendel Insurance needs to do is to score a goal, and if they don't score, well, they should kiss the CAF Confederations Cup competition goodbye. But we believe in Bendel Insurance. We believe in Bazwaye Monday Dige, I beg your pardon, not Bazwaye, Monday Dige, the coach of the side. And the bad news is that one of their prolific player just got signed outside the shores of this country. Now, well, they have other players. They said they have other players who could take over from their prolific goal scorer that left the team. So, but for Bendel Insurance, everything has been put in place to see that they do well in Morocco, and that game will be happening this weekend. This game will be happening this weekend right there in Morocco. So it's a good one that the Bendel Insurance left the shores of this country straight to Morocco, and they arrived safely in Morocco to take on RS Benin of Morocco. It's a game, it's a win or lose game for Bendel Insurance. If you win, you go straight to the next, that is the group stage. They normally call it the morning spinning stage. Now, if they lose, they are out. If they draw, goalless draw, they are out. All Bendel Insurance need to do is to score a goal win that game. Okay, let's see if we can have Abba Michael audio is now better. Abba Michael, now Bendel Insurance are in Morocco to take on ROS Bakane of Morocco. They are the defending champions of the CAF Confederation Cup. The first leg ended 1-1 at Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium. Now, what do Bendel, because we complained about their goal scoring prowess. Now, can they surmount that tax in Morocco?
Actually, because losing your highest goal scorer, your best striker in it's crucial time. I mean, I don't know. They'll let a player go at this short time. At least kept him for a long, just at least this season, so that they can go as far as they can in the CAF Confederation Cup. And they just have to look for a solid substitute that can replace Imadi, so that they can get an ugly win. They need to grind out that win, no matter how ugly it is. They have to live.
Okay, no matter how ugly it is, they need to grind out the win. We are sorry for the audio quality from Michael's end. Let's go on with the show. For Bendel Insurance, according to Abba Michael, before we lost the audio there, he said they need to grind out the win no matter how it is. They just need to put their acts together. And for Imade, well, for Bendel Insurance, I don't know why they will allow that move at this point in time where they needed him so much. But let's see what other players can do. It's a wake-up call for other players to put their hands on their chest and say, okay, if Imade is not here, we can get the job done for ourselves and for Nigeria. Okay, let's leave the CAF Confederation Cup right now and take on this next story. Is transfers in Europe, where Arsenal, as it stands right now, are showing interest in Aston Villa striker, that is Oli Watkins. I think Arsenal wants to beef up their team. They are also gunning for Ivan Toney, where we are getting some feelers that Chelsea is also eyeing Ivan Toney, but right now they are turning their attentions to Oli Watkins. If we can't get Ivan Toney from Brentford, we can get Oli Watkins of Aston Villa. And for Mikel Arteta, he wants to beef up the team. Arsenal is playing in the Champions League. They are playing in the FA Cup. They are playing in the Premier League. So they want to see how they can get a lot of players to their side. And don't forget that come January, the Nations Cup will be happening. We have some African players there who will be coming down for the Nations Cup. So they need to do some replacement. They need to do some adjustment. They also need to beef up the team, because injury at some point was also setting, and that was the undoing of Arsenal last season, where they lost the league to Manchester City. But this time around, they've learned their mistakes. They don't want to go that way they went last season. They've corrected it, and that is why they are going for every player they can lay their hands on. If Arsenal can cough out £100 million for Declan Rice, who says they cannot get Oli Watkins for about Ivan Toney, I beg your pardon, for about £60 million, and also Oli Watkins, they have the money, they have the power right now to buy any player they want. But for Arsenal, if Oli Watkins goes to Arsenal, it's going to be a good move for him. It's going to be a good move for Arsenal. Okay, still staying on transfer. Let's take on this. This concerns a coach and not a player right now. Napoli is considering a move for Christopher Galtier, a former PSG manager, because Luis Gracia has not started well with Napoli this season after that game where they drew over the weekend against Bologna. And now Napoli board and saying, okay, it's as if Luis Gracia is not going to give us what we want. Let's go for Christophe Galtier of PSG, former PSG coach. But let's see if it's going to happen with maybe getting this coach to join Napoli. But as it stands right now, Napoli are also having their own fair share of issue. We saw over the weekend where Victor Osimhen was substituted, and the guy was very angry. He was not happy with that substitution. And I think these are some of the things that can cost a coach his job. you don't touch the star boy of a team, and that is what it is. Osimhen is the star boy of Napoli, no matter how we look at it, because after Diego Armando Maradona, now it's now Victor Osimhen's name in Napoli. Everywhere you go, you see that logo. The face shield, the nose shield he normally puts on, and everybody has adopted that for Victor Osimhen. And now Napoli board is looking at appointing former PSG coach Christophe Galtier. Okay, let's take this last one on the show. It concerns now not a player, but of the pitch business, where Chelsea, as it stands right now, have completed the deal, as you can see on your screen, with Infinite Outlet. You know, for some of their games this season, there was nothing written at the front of the shirt of Chelsea, but now they've completed that deal from Chelsea's next game. As you can see, the young man on your screen, Enzo Fernandez, there's no inscription on the front of the shirt because there was no front of the shirt sponsor deal in place. But now they've gotten one with Infinite Outlet, and that deal worth about 40 million pounds. So for Chelsea, I think this is a lot of money for them. It's a lot of money for Todd Boehly, as this deal has been completed. And from Chelsea next game, we're going to be seeing them with Infinity Athlete, and that is the name of the company. It's a data company. Now they'll be having their name, their inscription at the front of Chelsea's players' jersey, which is a good deal for Chelsea. And Chelsea has not been doing well in the league this season. They've not really gotten themselves. They lost over the weekend, and they will be in action in the EFL Cup game. Let's see if they will use that to redeem their image after they lost in the league. But for Chelsea, a lot is going on with that team, because we can say maybe because when the Roman left that team, they need to actually get it right as it stands right now. And Todd Boehly is doing everything within his power to see that Chelsea come back to its glory days. That is a good one for Chelsea to actually get this deal completed, so that they can have a front inscription on their shirts, because it looks odd when you see Chelsea with that jersey without no front. It looks odd for them. But they will be having, in their next game, they will be having the Infinite Athlete on the front of their jersey, which is a welcome development, which is a good one and a good deal for Todd Boehly and Chelsea as a whole. Chelsea, sincerely speaking, we cannot take that away, that Chelsea has been having a lot of on-field and off-field issues, and which is not really telling well for the team. If we can remember, Chelsea of 2021 under Tuchel, they won the Champions League and it was looking good. If you can remember the Chelsea of Mourinho, if you can remember the Chelsea of Claudio Ranieri, this was when Chelsea was Chelsea. But now they say the Stamford Bridge has fallen, and how we don't know how Chelsea is going to build the bridge back, because they lost to Aston Villa in the Premier League. So for Chelsea, congratulations to Todd Boehly, congratulations to the board members also for putting heads together to get this deal. Okay, like you all know that the National Youth Game is ongoing in Delta State, Asaba. We'll be bringing you updates from that region, where we have Adeni Ajishafe will be telling us what has been going on in Delta State. They has told us what has been going on in Delta State, I beg your pardon. And we have about 17 competitions, 17 events that is ongoing right now in judo, taekwondo, athletics, football. We have the football, I think, semi-final game between Lagos State and Enugu State. That is semi-final game. And we'll be having a lot of other competitions that will be going on. We just have 3 days to go in this competition. Like you heard from Adeni Ajishafe in the first show, that we have about 17 competitions lined up for today. Taekwondo, judo. If you are in Delta State, Asaba precisely, find your way to St. Patrick College, find your way to the Stephen Keshi Stadium, find your way to other venues where events are ongoing. The golf competition is also ongoing. We have a young lad that won the golf gold from Nasarawa State. We also have Emmanuel. We have other athletes that are doing well from FCT. Go there and catch some glimpse of gymnastics. Go there, as you can see on your screen. That is the chess game. We also have Scrabble. About 70 athletes, Scrabble players, will be fighting for honors, are fighting for honors as it stands right there. As you can see on your screen, this is the badminton. We have badminton also today ongoing as we speak right there at the Stephen Keshi Stadium. That is the venue for the badminton game. And the swimming also is at the Stephen Keshi Stadium. And we have, you know, when it comes to swimming, we have a lot of goals in swimming, and you cannot take that away from Delta State. And now this is where they actually won more gold medal to stay at the top of the table. At the end of today, we are going to be seeing tonight the medal table will be updated, and if Delta State still remain there, Lagos State, Bayelsa State, Rivers State, our own FCT, let's see if they will improve on their 7th position on the medal table at the end of today's event. That is it on Sports Update. Thanks to Michael. We beg your pardon that we couldn't get him right on the audio. Next time we are going to be having Michael on the show. Thanks for watching. I am Emmanuel Fashimi.